NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
8-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
46-yard.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Brady is caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 23-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down to 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here's 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Atlanta.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
Football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming.
For the point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
makes the score Buccaneers 10, Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Able to find Isabella. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
15.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6.
Touchdown.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Buccaneers.
So not
10.
much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A little juke. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the option, that's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Koo now for the point after. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Falcons 21, Buccaneers 17. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
As they run the counter play. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Atlanta.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
41-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Brady under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Second and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Buccaneers first.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
88, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, it's Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Man, I got you. Mike 20. Hey, 66. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he completes this into the hands of Miller. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Brady to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere.